Hey, YouTubers. So, I was gonna make a video today at home, and then I was like, you know what? It is way too nice today. I came down here. I'm down at the river. I'll show you guys here real quick. There's deer over there. You probably can't see them because of the camera, but they're sitting on an island. And then when I first came down here, there was this big river otter that swam right by me and kind of went in the water there. I took a short video right before he went in the water. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm making this video on Easter Sunday, out in the sunlight, and just to, there's, we celebrate, this is kind of like crucifixion Jesus Day, where he, rose from the dead after 3 days. I can't remember how the Catholicism sees, Friday and all that. But, you see a lot of posts. And there's one chapter that I saw on a YouTube video somebody was talking about, Isaiah chapter 45. So I encourage you guys to read Isaiah's chapter 45 and then compare it with what I'm about ready to tell you. So the Bible actually talks about this. And the Bible is a book, one of many spiritual books that basically tell a lot of the same story and give you this underlying state of reality. I'm going to start a spiritual masterclass here pretty soon. And what I'm probably going to do is create a series of videos on my YouTube channel, this channel, and then let you guys watch them and then judge for yourself. But there's a reason why Jesus was teaching the way, the truth, and the light, and what the way is, and how to make sure you're carrying your own burdens and you're not throwing your burdens on other people. We live in a society where everybody's placing their burdens on someone else. For one thing, you can use any kind of service fee type, individual, anything that's service based, where I'm doing something for you for money, means that I'm placing my burden on you. Now, there's a big difference between that and products. Trading created goods for created goods, right? Totally different. So the Bible talks about the creator versus the created. Think about what you are. Are you a creator or are you created? So modern Christianity, they'll teach you that you're created. God created you in his own image. Okay. Well, that's a double-minded mindset, right? It means I believe that there's something out there that created me. There's something separate from me. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. But if you're of one mind and sound body, then you'll make good decisions for yourself, right? But you have to be of one mind. There's only one mind of God, right? There isn't two or three. I love to give this example, and I've said it a lot on my YouTube channel. Think about all the cells in your body, and each of them individually, think that they're separate from each other, but if one of my cells reaches my level of consciousness, then it knows the bigger picture of what's going on. It knows that I'm drinking this drink right now. And so it will align itself with the actions of the whole. So Isaiah chapter 45 deals with, I am the light and I create darkness. Anytime you create something, it's in darkness, right? When two people come together and have a baby, that baby is grown in darkness. And eventually it comes to the light. We all grow in darkness until we see the light of creation. So you are a creator, but until you realize that you're a creator, you'll constantly be consuming. And there's so many professions out there that feed on the energy, actually almost our entire structure, because of that, because of the world that we live in. It feels like it needs to feed on the energetic state of other people. I'll give you an example. Let's say I market myself as a life coach. Well, the only way I can make money is if I charge somebody for being in a lower energetic state than me. Because obviously I have gotten to a place where I feel like I can give them knowledge and then charge them for that, which means that I am charging someone money. I'm feeding off of a lower energetic state. It's just the strong prey upon the weak. So, is that the society that we want to live in, right? Where the strong prey upon the weak? Or do you want to teach people that they're all creators and then start creating things together? Pretty simple. It's something that I wish I've dealt with a lot of psychologists out there, and I wish I could get this point across to psychologists. For one thing, if I make someone feel like they need to come to me to make themselves feel better, then I'm already putting them in a state of lack. If somebody feels in a state of lack anyway, so they do need advice. But wouldn't it be, for one thing, it'd be a lot healthier for that person if you can show them a way, right? Just carry your burdens and start serving the people around you. You'll start learning about yourself and learning about those other people. That's the only way you're ever going to learn about yourself, is if you can create positivity into your environment and get positive feedback in return. If you're just creating negativity, you're just going to be feeding off your environment, right? It's super simple. But that's why that is written the way it is the way, the truth, and the light. You are the light of the world. And you can create, you're always creating darkness, right? I mean, that's what we create, is darkness. There's nothing you can do about it. Because you're always creating something that is reproducing from yourself, and at first it's going to be dark, and you have to allow it to grow. You're always planting seeds and allowing those seeds to grow, and seeds grow in darkness. That's how it works. So, if we think about the bigger picture, think about what I just said about, coaching or life coaching or any kind of coaching, where you're taking somebody in a lower energetic state and charging them because you supposedly have more knowledge or something. You're creating all these imbalances in potential, which is the same in business. You see that creates a hierarchical structure. Whenever you feed off of anything, it creates a hierarchical structure of the strong preying upon the weak. And the strongest ones are the ones that are creating the currency or the mechanism for the feeding. Then they control the whole system. That's why all the wars we see now are all currency wars. It's always somebody trying to control the currency because that's the mechanism for controlling the people through fear. It's the only way you can control somebody is through fear, right? You get them super afraid, and then they're easily controlled. Call it COVID, call it whatever you want. All you have to do is get someone in a fear-based mindset, and they're easily controlled. So, what would be the best path forward, right? To create a new creation. Want to recreate yourself from the inside out and understand that you are creating your reality. And then partner with people that understand the same. So you don't want to partner with somebody that's in a lack mindset that's going to feed off of you energetically. Be pointless, right? Because, you're wasting their time. They need to run at least the path to mastery, self-mastering themselves to understand that their own thoughts are creating their reality. There's no way to fix somebody from the outside. Something that's not well known, because you can give somebody a temporary fix. That's even Jesus' story. When you look at Scripture, he could temporarily fix anybody of anything. He couldn't help them understand that all they needed to do was what he did. I saw a post today that reminded me of that, and there's so many people that believe in this. Showed a picture of Jesus carrying a cross, say, Jesus, walk the path of suffering so that we don't have to. It's like, I don't think that's what it said. And actually, that's not what Jesus said. He said, take up your cross and walk with me. That's what he said. He didn't say he was going to save you from suffering. But eventually your suffering will lead you to salvation if you bear your suffering with composure and don't try and pour your suffering onto other people. And eventually you become a creator because you force you to master yourself. Either that or you'll, whatever, you go back to work for somebody else. You can do that, right? Right. I mean, if you just think about it from a strictly logical perspective, take religion out of it, take everything else that I said about it. What do you guys think is going to heal this place and change it from the way it is now, where people are fighting each other? The only way that can happen is if people start partnering together in equal systems of equal give and take relationships, build it like a natural organism, and start building things and unlock human creativity. We're all creators. We all want to be creating something. And so if we're building things for each other without any kind of difference in potential between us where I feel like I need to charge you money, then you're just trading products for products. And eventually the money will go away. Now the people that want to live in the money system, that we don't have to, that's fine. All you got to do is build things and sell things to them. Nobody can make someone else happy. Only you can make you happy, right? Somebody can bring me, a nice bouquet of flowers or, give me something nice, which is a very nice gesture. But ultimately, it's up to me as to whether or not I decide that it makes me feel good. The wrong person, there's nothing you can do for them to make them feel good, right? They're going to think it's a manipulation or whatever. So it is somewhat of a lie to think that anybody can make you happy. Only you can make you happy, because you are the creator. This is just a vessel. I can make this vessel look like whatever I want, right? I can make it look fat. I can make it look super skinny. I can stop eating entirely and just see what the vessel does, right? Happy Easter is what I'm really trying to say. Happy Easter, everybody. And just giving you guys something to think about. How hard is it to really conquer yourselves, figure out who you are and what we're here to do, right? And creating new things will lead to a destruction of old things. But that's part of the process, right? New things always require that the old things fall away. But there's nothing that would, perfectly honest with you, there's nothing that would make me happier than seeing all the old destructive mindsets finally go away, where people feel like one person has more value than someone else, right? That's all BS. I can tell you from personal first-hand experience that every single person I've ever met in my life had some amazing inherent value that they were probably unaware of. If they would just wanted to create something from their heart space, they would be creating something that would be just beautiful, right? And would create a healing effect for the people around them, because that's what all of us want to do, right? And you don't want to have to make someone pay you for it. Much easier to just build things together and then continue to build with each other rather than the opposite. That's why society works the way it is. I got a train going by now. I'm gonna check this out. Maybe that's a sign. The train's coming. Yeah, the train is coming. It's coming around the bend. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Happy Easter. All my love and support for all of you.